Hello everyone, welcome to JMac Investing. My name is Jason. Thanks for tuning in. I wanted to go ahead and make a quick video here. Obviously I'm getting a whole lot of comments and a whole lot of questions about some of these obscure stocks that I've been talking about recently. And many of these are SPACs, special acquisition companies. But there's also international companies and other obscure stocks. There's all sorts of different exchanges that stocks are traded on. And so I wanted to make a video about Fidelity, which is one of the largest brokers in the U.S. and in the United States. And it provides you the opportunity to trade stocks, international stocks, with the special acquisition companies. Most times these have also warrants and units, which are separate from the regular common stock. And then, so there's all sorts of companies and opportunity, I'm going to call it, that you should probably have a big broker to handle that. And today I wanted to just kind of review Fidelity, and I'll give you some examples of some stocks that are on Fidelity that you can't get on some smaller brokers. Even though Robinhood is user base is huge, they still are lacking in this area, not having all of the different companies that you could possibly trade. So, for instance, I'll search on OPES. This one is BurgerFi, and I'm searching on this one specifically so you can see that. So, this is the common share of OPES. Like I said, this is the company that is merging and acquiring BurgerFi, and then there's the OPES warrant. Okay, so that's tradable. And then there is the acquisition unit. So the unit is the share plus a warrant, or sometimes it's half a warrant, or I don't know, they vary. But so there's three different stock tickers that all apply to OPES ticker symbol, OPES acquisition. And then there's also this Otello Corporation ordinary shares, ticker symbol OPESF. Okay, and all of these are tradable. If I click on them, the warrant, I can buy it. Here we go. See, I can click trade and be in business. Okay, now let's go over. I'll show you searching for OPES on Robinhood and on WeBull. Here we are over on Robinhood, and you can see with some of my play money I've invested in Shell, which is highly on 25 shares here on Robinhood, 15 shares of FMCI, which is the tattooed chef, and that's cool. You can buy the common shares of these. But let's go back to the OPES ticker symbol example and search. So, okay, when you search OPES, you notice there's only 3 results that come up. The other result that was in Fidelity is not available here. That was the international company. So you only have 3 that show up. And you can only trade on the common share. If I click on it, you can see, cool, yeah, you can buy it. But if I search again and I click the warrant, you can see this stock is not supported on Robinhood. So you can't buy it. You can't buy the warrants over here on Robinhood. And as I said, and the units. Again, nope, can't do it. Not supported on Robinhood. All right, let's go check out WeBull, which is another popular mobile app and broker that many people use. So here we are over on WeBull. This is their web app that looks just like the desktop. You can see it does have Shell that is available. But let's go back to the OPES example. So you can see OPES shows up, OPESU, and they do have over here on WeBull, they do have the Otello, which Robinhood did not have. So let me see if it's tradable. I guess Yeah, I guess you can trade on that one. That's cool. But searching on the warrant, it's not there. So you can't buy warrants here. Let's see. I guess you can buy the unit, but you can't buy warrants. So that's you know, that's a big deal to not be able to buy warrants, because many people are only interested in buying warrants and not necessarily common shares. I personally like to invest in these special acquisition companies in their shares, but I also will throw a little bit of money at some of the warrants if they're a really good deal. So I just wanted to throw this together just so you could see. And just coming back over here to Fidelity, you know, this is a huge platform. So I mean, it's free to sign up for Fidelity, and I mean, look at all of the features, and it's almost so vast. I probably have not navigated maybe a quarter of the site, and there's so many different features to the site: planning and advice, you know, mutual fund stocks, research, ETFs, options, market sectors, IPOs. I mean, that too. You can with this platform, you can get on IPOs, you know, right away. So it's just vast. So, you know, this is why I recommend. I don't mind, like you saw. I do have a little bit invested over there in Robinhood, and I have some play apps. That's what I call them. I call them play apps. But this is a real brokerage where you can get into get a actual stock quote. Like if I search on something like Johnson & Johnson, let's go in and get a actual, here's a stock quote with all sorts of details and information on the company, equity summary score, earnings, and in each card, essentially, you can go into more detail. The company profile, you can go into more detail. Dividends, you can go into more detail. There's news and articles that you can go into. You can, you know, size them up against the competition. ESG, how it stacks up on ESG trading, I should say. Fundamental analysis, right on the list. So, and you can see every ETF that Johnson & Johnson is in. So if you wanted to buy an ETF that had Johnson & Johnson, you could, and you could click more, and Johnson & Johnson will be in a whole lot. But so this is another benefit. The research tools that you get on a platform like Fidelity is also huge. So if you want the full experience of investing in some of these companies, you need a full-scale brokerage. If you're on international, I'm getting a lot of international questions. The best that I've heard and learned of, and I've actually had a couple people tell me that once they ask, and I recommended international brokers, or interactive brokers, I'm sorry, that one for international, buying SPACs and obscure stocks. But I think there's fees attached to interactive brokers. But if you are international, you can invest in some of these obscure U.S. stocks. So that's all I got for today, and I just wanted to share this because this question is recurring quite often on these SPACs. So hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure you hit the like button. Also share it out if you like. Subscribe if you aren't already. Hit the alert bell. And until next time, guys, deuces.